Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Nara, and here we're talking about all things spirituality and astrology. And this particular video is about Libra in the fourth house. So if you do know the exact time you were born in, you can use whatever software on internet. You can just Google to calculate your natal chart, and you're able to find out your personal Libra placement and just any other placement, right? Like all of the houses and what kind of planets you have in those houses, what's your ascendant sign, what's your moon, and stuff like that, right? So, however, if you don't know your time of birth, it's gonna be very hard to find out that. So please check in with your parents, check out the birth certificate if you have one, or call your mom and ask what time you were born so that you find out your personal placements. Okay, so today I'm talking about Libra in the fourth house and how it might impact you if you do have a Libra in the fourth house. So before we even go into interpreting Libra in the fourth house, I want to talk about the fourth house first. So what is fourth house in astrology? Like we all know, in astrology we have 12 houses, and all of those 12 houses represent different areas of our lives, okay? So why people say, like astrologers, if you are interested in astrology, you probably heard from astrologers that your ascendant sign or your rising sign, we'll also call it a rising sign, is very important, right? Actually more important than a sun sign. Well, because the rising sign is our first house, which is our individuality, our identity, our personality, who we are, right? So our chart starts with us, which is our rising sign. And then when we go into the second house, that's where we are presented with another area of our lives, which is our resources, our possessions, the money that we currently have in our wallets. The third house is about the cars, I would say real estate. Actually, real estate would be fourth house as well. But third house, it will be primarily like cars, the vehicle that we have, and obviously whichever zodiac sign you have in the third house is going to determine how you're going to be relating to your vehicle, okay? But I actually covered the Libra in the third house, so if you do have Libra in the third house, please check out my video about that to get more information. But when it comes to the fourth house, it's our foundation, okay? So fourth house is the foundation, the basic life principles that we get. And where do we get them from? From the household we were born in, right? The household where we were raised. Because when we are born, we don't really know how to operate in this world as babies, right? We're born, we're new, we don't know how to operate, we don't know how people are, we don't know the system, we don't know what's good and what's bad, what's right and what's wrong. We don't know any of those things, right? However, the fourth house, right, is giving us those basic life principles that allow us to operate in this world effectively. However, it's not always effectively, right? Depending on what kind of household you were born in. Some households are very dysfunctional that are giving people limiting beliefs. And if you are interested in like affirmations or the subconscious mind work, the reprogramming, right? Reprogramming the limiting beliefs, we are actually reprogramming the beliefs, the limiting beliefs that we acquired from our fourth house. Okay, just a side note, just something to keep in mind, because a lot of the times when we are born in a certain household, they already have, like our parents, right, and whoever consists of that family already has the way of living. They already have a way of relating to their life, to the world, right? Guess what? You're born in that household, you are going to acquire their beliefs, and this is how you're going to be proceeding in your life as well, just like your parents. However, those basic life principles that we get from the fourth house are deeply embedded in us. Okay, it's something that we don't even consciously think of. It's something in which is buried in our subconscious mind and drives our behavior. Okay, so like we're not even aware of this a lot of the times because this is who we are, right? So the fourth house naturally belongs to the sign of Cancer, right? Because Cancer is ruled by Moon, right? It's a mother of the zodiac. And why is it mother of the zodiac? Because it belongs in the fourth house. The home environment, the comfortability, the coziness, that's the fourth house, and it naturally belongs to the sign of Cancer. But what if you have a Libra in the fourth house? So that's a very interesting placement to have, actually. You will probably have very great basic life principles if you do have Libra in the fourth house. Obviously, exceptions apply, but more than anything, I would say that Libra fourth house people, they get the basic life principles that are related to balance and harmony. Isn't that cool? For a person who have a Libra in the fourth house, that person has probably been brought up in an environment that is very harmonized, very balanced, very diplomatic. Okay, so for instance, your parents might have been very, very diplomatic when it comes to conversations. There was a lot of respect when it comes to voicing people's opinions. There are some households, like my household, where I was born in. Whenever I would voice my opinion, it would not be even considered because I'm like the youngest in the family, and whatever I had to say about like certain family matters even was not even taken into consideration because I have Capricorn in the fourth house, right? But if you have Libra in the fourth house, that's a different story. So if you as a child in the household had an opinion, your parents were probably more willing to listen to it and take it into account and, use that opinion. So Libra in the fourth house people, they usually get a respect from their parents when it comes to voicing certain opinions and beliefs and stuff like that, right? So this kind of household will have a very harmonizing nature, meaning people respect one another, they respect their boundaries. Nobody is just, crossing over people's boundaries if you have Libra in the fourth house. So you probably had this kind of family if you have Libra in the fourth house. However, there's certain not shortcomings, but certain negative aspects when it comes to the Libra in the fourth house people. So for instance, Libra in the fourth house, let's say if you are a guy, a male who has Libra in the fourth house, there might be a competition between you and your dad. Why? Because, see, Libra in the fourth house also means that there might be a parental figure that is just so great and so balanced out, that's so harmonious, like a beloved of the family, right? So there might be a figure in your family as a Libra in the fourth house people that is the most beloved person in that household, right? But as a Libra in the fourth house, let's say you're a guy and you have Libra in the fourth house and the beloved in your family is your dad, guess what? That guy, Libra in the fourth house, will be envious and jealous over his dad. And he'll be more connected to his mom, okay? Because there's when it comes to Libra in the fourth house, remember, it is ruled by Venus, right? And Venus wants to be admired, right? As a Libra, she wants to be admired because she is ruled by Venus. And if there is somebody else who is admired, guess what? A Libra in the fourth house gets very jealousy over, whoever in the household who is treated better than them. Same goes for girls. If you are a girl and you have Libra in the fourth house, you might have, there's a possibility, it's not 100%, but it's more likely to have a parental figure, which is your mom, who is the beloved in the family and who gets, you know, the most attention and the most love and care. And you, as a girl, Libra in the fourth house, will be envious over your mom and will be more connected to your dad instead. So that is possible. Obviously, I don't have Libra in the fourth house, and please let me know if that's the case for you. Whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't really matter. If that particular power dynamic, like the competition with your parents, happened when you were a kid. What else? So when it comes to the fourth house, like I said, it gives us the basic life principles, because when we're just born in this life, we don't really know how to operate in this world. We don't really know what's good and what's bad, how to treat other people, how to present ourselves, and stuff like that. So the basic life principles that we got from our household will be taken all the way out, all the way down to the day we die, actually. Okay, so Libra, the fourth house people, imagine you're like already an adult, like 30, 40 years old, right? Those basic life principles will be still with you until the day you die, which is harmony, balance, right? And beauty. So a Libra in the fourth house will always strive, doesn't matter whether you live with your parents or the household you were born in or not, you will be having a tendency as a Libra in the fourth to create that coziness and comfortability in your house, which has a just like a little bit, a gist of beauty of your preference. So you will be reconstructing your house a lot, you know, moving like furniture, buying like all of those like accessories, like decorations, in order to make yourself feel in harmony with the environment you're in. So as a Libra in the fourth will always be striving towards that balance in every shape or form. Okay, whether it's a communication. So Libra, fourth house, they don't like strife in their environment. So if they get aggression from people, or they get, strife, or they get hatred, they're not going to engage with those people. But instead, they are going to adjust their behavior, okay, in such a way so that a person understands that this is a no-no. Like, you can't talk to me like that. Okay, so which is a very good placement to have, right? Another thing, we can also look at the fourth house as the house that can determine the way we die. I personally love the topic of death. People think I'm crazy, but I love the dark energies. And by dark energies, I don't mean like satanic energies, but I love the shadow work, which I've done. And one of the things that I personally had to confront, which was death. And I meditated on my death, and guess what? You get rid of your fears. Like, literally, whatever fears you think you have that are related to like financial fears, societal fears, whatever fears, betrayal, and all of that stuff, all of these fears are actually stemming from the actual fear of death. All of these fears are stemming from one basic fundamental fear, which is the fear of death. Okay, and by looking at the fourth house, it was not related to the fourth house really, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I perceive that subject, and that's why I feel free and comfortable talking about it, even mentioning it in the fourth house video. So we can find out really how a person will die by looking at the fourth house. So a Libra in the fourth house will have a very a death that she doesn't even resist. She's just she will surrender. You know, as a Libra in the fourth house, when it comes to death, when a person is just about to die, they will be okay with it. They won't be resisting death, and it will be a peaceful death. I know it's if we're to talk about death when it comes to the fourth. I know people don't like talking about that, but I do. So if you do have Libra in the fourth house, there's a high possibility that your death will be very, very surrendered. Your death will be, you know, you won't be resisting death. You won't be saying, oh, I wish I lived more. No, Libra in the fourth house, like, I'm okay, I'm done, I'm in harmony, I'm ready to go. Okay. Alrighty guys, I hope you liked this video and hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think. If you do have Libra in the fourth house, if any of whatever I said resonated with your personal chart, I cannot wait to see your comments because I love astrology and just seeing the way it plays out in other people's lives. So please let me know in the comment section below if that resonated. If it didn't, we can just chat about it. Also, if you do have video suggestions about astrology, please, please, please let me know in the comment section below. I love y'all. Bye.